Hey, what's up? This is Michael, your travel guide, flights, hotels, and paradise reviews. If that's interesting for you, check out my channel and consider subscribing. Before you go anywhere with your drone, doesn't matter where at all, make sure you check the country's regulation and laws. Every country has its own laws and its own regulations, what kind of drones you can fly, where you can fly, maybe what kind of forms you need to fill out before you go. Some governments require you to contact them up front, send some details from you. Some governments do not allow you at all to fly. So make sure you go there and you know what you're allowed to take with you. If you don't do that, there are some countries which just confiscate your drone, or you will have to pay some hefty fines, or there will be a tax to pay at the customs when you take it with you. So just make sure you know where you go and if it's okay to take a drone with you. With Malta, it's actually not a big deal. However, so there's some things you have to do. You need to have insurance for the drone, and you need to contact the government before you go to Malta. There is a form to fill out, nothing big and nothing difficult. There's some basic questions and something like some instructions how to fly in Malta. As actually Malta is so small that it's nearly complete in the full restriction of no-fly zone because of the airport. So, but there are some smart people in the Malta government who just do not want to leave it like this. So no fly zone, no drones, maybe some not satisfied tourists, and they actually allow you to fly. However, you need to contact them. I put down there in the description the link where to get the form from and where to send it to. My personal advice is you do that way ahead your vacation. My experience was, yeah, let's say like that. I had to contact them 3 times. The first time I wrote them a mail, like, how should I do that? Or where should I do that? Or who should I contact? There was no response at all. So while searching a little bit further, I found a website, put down there the link as well. Like I need to get that form and I need to get it filled out and send a copy of the insurance to that email address. They will verify it and you get a yes or a no or whatever. So I did that. I sent it to them. And luckily, I knew that I have like really a lot of time until I go to Malta. But before I went there, so I contacted them the second time with the fill-up form and with the uh, insurance. So I got like 2 weeks later an answer which just said like, hey, there were no attachments. Yeah, okay. I checked my email again, and yeah, there were the attachments, but okay. So I sent the email again, and when I sent it again, it took like another 2 weeks, and I got actually the approval. So altogether, it took a couple of weeks for me. So if you just plan to go to Malta, if you just know there is maybe a trip, contact the government way ahead and make sure you just have this form filled out. So, and I got my confirmation, my approval. I expected the approval to be like the form I sent with a stamp, with a signature, and that they scan it and send it back. So I have like something to to show when I'm there. But no, it was just an email. Yes, sir, you're allowed to fly. So I was like, okay. And so I thought like, okay, I better write back like, hey, should be there like confirmation, written one, like a letter, or shouldn't you confirm this piece of paper? And I got actually a very quick answer, like an hour or 2 hours later back, like, no, sir, just print and take the email with you, and you're good to go. So I did that. I printed my insurance. I printed the form I filled out, and I printed the email which I got as an approval. So I was set, and yeah, well, I did. I did all nice beaches. I did a lot of other nice places on Malta. Of course, Blue Lagoon. If you're curious, I put down there a link into my video about Malta. You can have a look. So I had also a situation with, actually no situation, but just maybe something to mention. I was, yeah, like let's say near the beach, and I was flying my drone, and I saw that there was police. I was thinking like, hey, that's the moment I'm gonna need my form. And the police guys saw that I'm flying, but actually they didn't care a lot at all. This do not mean you should go there without the form. You always better just keep the laws and do whatever each country wants from you, respect their laws. Um, do not make a mistake and just think like, you may get that one guy which is like everything has to be perfect and everything has to be exactly as it should, and you may end with a hefty fine. So consider that before you go to Malta. Oh yeah, and it actually costs nothing. If this video was helpful or you like it, please give me a thumb up and consider subscribing. Thank you, and bye bye.